We've only got a couple of days to completely transform this old janky barn find rally car into something completely different so that we can make good on a promise and so that we can absolutely send it in style at our very first national level rally race. And I really hope things aren't any worse than we already expect them to be.
Bro. Is it moving? Oh.
And this is all part of a journey where I've had just 1 year to go from rally fan to competitive rally racer. With just sim racing, an old low-budget rally car, and a lot of help from my friends, we managed to win our class in our very first rally. Now we're aiming to win the whole championship. How far can we take this? Hit the subscribe button, and let's find out together. Welcome to Season 2 of Ryan's Road to Rally.
3, 2, 1, go.
So the big news is that we now have a title sponsor for this series. That'll take us to the end of 2025. I'm gonna share with you who that is in a second, but with what we're doing here today, a lot of it comes down to the fact that when you have a title sponsorship, it comes with commitments and obligations. And for this whole situation, that comes down to performance and presentation. And on the presentation side, what's really sick is that this car is getting a full wrap. But before we can do that, there are a few glaring issues, like this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And maybe even more importantly on the performance side of things is this whole situation right here. Whoever drove this thing last drove it into a big rock or a tree or something. So the bottom part of this rad is pushed into the engine with its one singular fan. This very old dented up radiator, it ain't working so hot anymore. And so we are gonna try to pull the bottom end of this rad support out enough that we can fit a second fan on the radiator, because our next rally is probably gonna be very hot. It's also high elevation and a lot of uphill. As it sits right now, we are definitely not ready for the wrap, like not even close. And this old car ain't gonna uncrapify itself, so we've got a lot of work to do. And let's start with the sketchiest bit, the front end. Look at that zip tie work. Quality. Pop. Zip ties on zip ties on zip ties. See this? That's how you know your car is super fast. Yep, just zip ties. It's the only thing holding this light in. Don't cut the wires. Ooh, and it's holding this one on. Right. Every time I crash on my mountain bike, they go, "Have you had your tetanus shot?" And I go, "I can't remember." They're like, "We'll give you another one anyways." And then is that bad? Like, I've probably had like 5 tetanus shots in the last 5 years.
I don't think it cancels each other out.
Yeah. Cheers, bye. Will this just fall off? No. Safety. More like Swiss cheese. Look. It's all just riveted in. If I try and pull on it with my arm, I feel like it's gonna rip off. This skid plate, that's kind of the straight line. Sort of. I always wondered why there were 2 sets of holes. Now I know. Because that's where it used to be. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to Backyard Bodywork 101, where precision meets improvisation? Step 1, find a tree that can withstand your questionable decisions. This is definitely one of the best ideas we've ever had. What can go wrong?
Is it moving?
Oh, something moved. What did it do? Oh, you know what? It broke through this. Are you fixed yet? No? Oh. Yikes. This looks good though. That's straight now.
That already is much closer to the center.
Oh wow, that's way off. I didn't realize how off that
Yeah,
was.
that's. I was using this onto the center.
Oh,
So we're closer.
All right, well, I'll go a little bit more. Didn't hear too much cracking. Okay, new bumper, way less cracked. New to us bumper, anyways. Okay. Oh well. Where does it even go?
Where did these tabs go?
Here's where you can see just how little experience Stan and I have with GC Subarus. The grill clips into the headlights, for the record. Okay, confession time. These coveralls I'm wearing, when I was 19, I worked at Volkswagen Porsche dealership as a wash bay kid. And when I quit that job, I forgot that I had one of these and I never returned it. Sorry, Norden Volkswagen. And today we're picking up where we left off with the bodywork. And as TikTok has shown the world, anyone can do paintless dent repair. So let's give it a go. As it turns out though, without any knowledge or skills or equipment, not everyone can do paintless dent repair. You know what? That's pretty good. Yeah, we are keeping that door, folks. The rear door, though, is in much worse shape and beyond repair, so I paid $50 for a whole new rear door, and after a little bit of modification to make sure the window didn't come down ever again, we just bolted it right on. Yep, sweet. Okay, top one. Okay. Thank you. Oh, this door is so much lighter than the other door that's going on it. Door. Amazing. I just started tossing the bumper on. So even after all the hard work, we're still not gonna have this thing perfectly straightened out. So you can see, this center bolt, little left of this center. What's real center? Who knows? But that also means that, yeah, this bolt down here doesn't line up to where it's supposed to go. So I'm just gonna have to drill a hole straight through in behind it and bolt it where it can go. And that's fine. This bit here has always driven me nuts. Hey Siri, set a timer for 10 minutes. Yeah, that looks good. All right, that's all the prep work I can do here, so it's time to go visit the wizards over at Surface Protective Solutions, or SPS, in Calgary. Can't wait to see their faces when they see this thing. Good to see ya. I've been working on it and prepping it and putting different panels onto it, so it's a little janky. I mean, it's always a little janky, but it's extra janky now. Their main business is selling really awesome graphene coatings and detailer, but they also install wraps and PPF, which is what we're doing here. I highly recommend you go check their stuff out. They make legit products that they develop in-house, and they're big fans of rally, so hey. Now it's worth noting that SPS is doing this channel a massive favor by putting their time into this old rally car. And we're not exactly doing things in the normal way here, and so I want to lighten their workload as much as possible by helping out with the final prep wherever I can. That's winning goop in there, all right? Can't believe I didn't bring a little flathead screwdriver. Oh, there we go. Okay. Whoever put these lights in last decided to seal them in.
Yeah. Oh well, leave them in.
yeah, got a lot of the trim pieces off. Looking a little scungy. Couldn't get the bumper off. Couldn't get the back tail lights out because they completely sealed those in. By the way,
didn't find any dead bodies though.
As Joey was saying before, I noticed that him and I were dressed the exact same.
Literally like black tee,
Yeah.
green khakis. I think this is like the bike shop starter kits.
Yeah. The mountain biker who's not currently mountain biking starter
Yeah,
kit.
like, you know, we have to do car stuff to make money in this mountain bike industry.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
So here we are.
Here are the types of wraps we're applying. I wanted a unique color and finish combo, and I found these two at this place called Tiny Bot Vinyl in Canada. The red is what's called a satin chrome. So it's a matte texture, but also shiny. It's a weird one, but very, very cool. And I wanted to contrast that with a gloss black. So I went for metal paint black, which has a ton of depth and a nice sparkle to it when you're up close. All right, now to watch a master at work, and considering how terrible I am at putting on even the smallest little decals on the car, the thought of applying an enormous car-sized sticker gives me heart palpitations, so I'm ever glad Keenan from SPS is tackling the job. But we're not done with surprises from the previous owners.
Before you paint. Bro, it used to be red. You're just going back to the OG.
I could seriously watch this all day, so I was a bit bummed that I wasn't able to be there for the first part of the wrap. But it's time to check in, get eyes on how the car looks with some of the wrap on for the first time, and try to lend a hand where I can.
All right, let's see how this car is looking. Whoa. Holy moly, that looks wild. How's it going here? Nice work. Yeah, with the gold wheels, that looks nice, eh? Pretty classic. Wow, this is gonna look so sick once that's black. That's black. Oh, that's so stressful to look at.
Set this down to like a stick. And pull polish so you can cover with both hands. Yep. And pull tight. Okay. So just trying to remove those wrinkles. I'm gonna have to cut out a hole in there.
That is coming along. Nice. If I ever go to bring another old jank rally car to you guys, maybe I'll give it a sand first.
A big sand. What do you do?
Yeah, it's just wild. You just don't really see it until you put something glossy like this, right?
Yeah.
Just love the fact that there's a matching GT3 RS right next to it.
$400,000 car versus one that cost you $40,000.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's the same with a lot of bumpers from a lot of companies, but especially with Subarus, these older ones. All of these tabs break. Buy a new bumper, that tab will just break immediately. You can like reinforce them, and it'll probably just break. So I'm just gonna throw on a couple of these sort of like little elasticy things. Not just any elastics, these are pretty beefy, chunky elastics. And it should, in theory, hold that back bumper on. Let's drill some holes into this nice new wrap.
They'll get like metal.
That'll do. Nice and sturdy. that's where we're at right now. A few more things to do, bolt everything together, but we've got to get out to Vex Performance now, because we got to get some major performance upgrades done on this thing right now. Oh, this looks so good. Whew. Okay, over to Vex. Let's go. Yo. It's a little more spicy now. And as you saw from the last video, our to-do list at Vex was very, very long. And within that, we had a ton of decals to get on the car. But when it comes to the giant-sized decals, thankfully SPS was able to come by Vex to install the critical title sponsor door design.
Oh, buddy, look at that. That's so good.
And speaking of, I am very pumped to share that Insta360 has come on board as an official title sponsor. And what's cool is that since the very beginning of this series, a little over a year ago now, a huge amount of the footage that you've seen in nearly every single video has been from Insta360 cameras. From helmet cams to vloggy stuff and gnarly exterior camera shots, they've all been Insta360 Go 3s or Ace Pros or X5s, so this could not have been a better fit. And to have them represented on the car in that classic Subaru way just suits the car perfectly, I think. A massive thank you to SPS Calgary and TinyBot Vinyl Canada. All of this had to come together with an extremely short window, and they went above and beyond. Now it's time to put the rest of the decals on and immediately get the car on a trailer.
How many more decals do we have to put on?
All right, before we do that, let's take a step back and see the finished product. What an absolute dream come true this is. With the time and budget we've had available, we're now as ready as we can be. And that's good, because just 8 hours later, we're now en route to a whole new level of competition at the Pacific Forest Rally in Merritt, British Columbia. This will be our first national rally, our first gravel rally.
30, jump maybe, keep right into crest, and right 5 minus up.
And for the car, for Chris and myself, the intensity will be off the charts. And because this is rally, we know not everything will go to plan.
Right 530. Okay, we can make this happen. Into left 6 minus down, over finish, and then right forward. And you gotta say that last one, Manny!
Oh, threw up in my mouth a little bit.